CNN is reporting that dozens of European women have found their images and their likeness, their photographs all over Twitter or X, and they have been used to create fake profiles in support of Donald Trump.
I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. That is me, my face, my body.
And when you see these views, it's saying vote for Trump in 2024, what's your reaction?
To be honest, what the was my reaction?
Debbie's identity is being used in a fake X profile claiming to be an American woman who supports Trump and wants people to vote for him in the upcoming US election.
In a fight for our country.
But Debbie, in real life, is a single mum, living and working in Europe, thousands of miles away from the United States. And Debbie is not alone. In collaboration with the Center for Information Resilience, CNN found nearly 60 pro-Trump fake accounts. And from these, we identified over a dozen real women from across Europe whose identities have been stolen. You can go to CNN.com for the full findings.
Now, we've seen this happen for many years, especially on Twitter. We've seen accounts where white men pretend to be black people, to be black women. We even have recent accounts of the same exact thing going on where a white man pretended to be a black woman. But this is a full-fledged investigation showing just how far this MAGA movement will go in order to deceive Americans into thinking that more people support Donald Trump than actually do. Now, since CNN's reporting, X finally took down the accounts that were identified. But what about all of the accounts that have not been identified? Elon Musk has turned Twitter into a MAGA machine. It is a cesspool where lies and propaganda, misinformation and fake news, but also fake identities, stolen identities abound. All in order to prop up and support Donald Trump, all in order to make and give the appearance that there are so many Americans who buy into this MAGA madness. But this should really just reveal something to us very clearly. There is no limit to what this group of people will do. They don't care if everything about their movement is a lie, that everything is fabricated, and that the only reason they have the type of online support that they have is because Twitter was literally purchased by Elon Musk to prop up Donald Trump. None of that matters. What they're trying to do is to create a consensus, to manufacture consent, and they're trying to create critical mass. This is something that I've talked about for some time. It really doesn't matter to them that they're lying. They know that if they can tell a lie enough times, they will create a base of people who not only believe the lie, but will act on the lie. It goes further than that. This MAGA cult, they see the lie. They know that these are fake accounts. They know that the news that they're spreading is fake news. They know that what they're saying are complete and total fabrications and outright lies. And they don't turn away from those lies. They double down. They triple down. They are not capable of confronting the fact that everything that they have believed since they have been supporting Donald Trump has been an outright deception. They embrace the deception. They embrace the propaganda. They want it. In fact, they move from one media outlet to the next when that media outlet does not give them the lies and propaganda that they want. Fox News viewership. Whenever Fox News tries to do actual journalism and tell the truth, that's when you saw the viewership of outlets like Newsmax and OAN. You saw the viewership and the ratings of those outlets go up. And when those networks were not giving them enough lies and supporting the big lie of January 6th and supporting any number of the QAnon conspiracies that still run rampant in MAGA circles, that's when they went away from those networks and now they are all dispersed. The lies are democratized. The platforms that tell the lies have now found space on Twitter. There's no limit now to the media outlets that MAGA can go to in order to get the lies that they need to sustain their worldview. This is truly the quintessential example of a cult, and this is what makes them so dangerous. It's not that they aren't exposed to the truth. It's the fact that when they are exposed to the truth, they seek out a bigger lie to insulate them from ever having to confront the reality that they are a part of a movement that is based on nothing but deceptions, to the point where now they're taking pictures and images and entire likeness and the entire persona of women in Europe who have nothing to do with the United States of America, and they're using it to create the image that these women support Donald Trump. And of course, they scour Instagram and they look for the most attractive or conventionally attractive women that they can find, because a part of this MAGA movement is the objectification of women. Let's just be very clear about that, that they're going to put up women that all of these MAGA men who are lusting after these women, they follow and they support anything that is being said. When the fact of the matter, guys, you're probably following some disgusting dude who's living in his grandmother's basement. Or you can find yourself engaging with a Putin propagandist. We've seen this active infiltration of our media and our social media infrastructure by all kinds of actors who don't care about the truth. In fact, the truth is an obstacle for them to overcome. And when you have so many MAGA men and women who are actively salivating, I mean, they're seeking after the lies, it becomes that much easier to deceive them. They want the deception. There's a constant usage of George Orwell's 1984 that's used by both sides, but I find it extremely ironic when the right, when MAGA uses George Orwell in 1984 as an example of what's going on in America today. Now, yes, of course, I believe that MAGA, Make America Great Again, is the infrastructure, is the regime. They are the ones with power, be it financial, economic power, political power, organizing power. They have Twitter. They have everything working for them, from the Supreme Court all the way down to Twitter, right? But it goes a little bit further. Something that I don't even think George Orwell could have considered. In 1984, it was the power of the powerful. It was those people in power that instituted a top-down deception through force. That's really the underlying premise of 1984. What we're living in today is really the opposite. We're living in a day where it's from the bottom up. It's the crowd. It's the masses of MAGA. It's the MAGA masses who are demanding more deceptions. Why? So that they can own the libs. Why? So that they can score a point on Twitter or on social media. We are at the stage of cultism with MAGA where it's no longer necessary for those at the top to force propaganda and lies and deceptions onto the masses. The MAGA masses are craving and demanding the deception. And so this really turns the 1984 paradigm on its head. I don't think this is something that George Orwell could have foreseen, where the masses are now demanding every bit of propaganda, every bit of fake news, every bit of conspiracy theory, and every fake account. They won't care. This isn't going to change the mind of the committed MAGA people. They don't care that they have been following fake accounts. They don't care that they have been believing fake news. They don't care that they have been deceived. They need the deception, because without the deception, they can't stay in this hermetically sealed bubble, this fake reality that they have crafted for themselves. They've insulated themselves from anything that will break through and shine a true light, that will shine reality onto them. Nope, they want the deception, because the deception is what brings them joy. The deception is what keeps them going. The deception brings them a sense of satisfaction. And this is why MAGA is so extremely dangerous. This is why we're at a pivotal moment in American history where we must absolutely exorcise this MAGA demon out of the American system. Because if we don't, we're going to find ourselves in something far worse than 1984. We're going to find ourselves in a society where truth has fallen in the street and justice can't be found anywhere. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe to this channel, Really American, where we are exposing the lies of MAGA every single day.